Hello, beautiful people all around the world. What's up? How you doing? How you feeling? Hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Hope you're blessed on this fine Sunday morning. So I just did like an hour long. I can't even call it a rant. It was just like, me unleashing some of this stuff that's in my head. So another thing that I have been in my head and spirit about are my kids. For my mothers out there, single mothers. I saw Kiki Palmer do a video the other day. She was like, single mothers. She was like, I got a newfound respect. Because it ain't easy with you. So let alone by yourself. And I'm one of those people, like I said, I walked away from my marriage. It was not conducive to who I was or who I am and who I was becoming for various reasons. But I ain't here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the kids. You saw how Enoch popped up in my last video. Now, like I said, we just getting up. I ain't cooked nothing. I haven't done anything, as you can see. Well, I ain't talking about the hair rub, because the hair rub is probably gonna be there all day. But I'm still in jammy jams and chilling. Um, I this thing with my children. It is something else. It's truly something else. I'm a very soft-hearted person. I try to be understanding. I know we all have different attachment styles. We all have different levels of energy. And I'm like trying to not understand it because I understand it, but I'm trying to maneuver in a way that benefits everyone. And that is very difficult because, like I said, most things are on the spectrum. So I look at my family as being on the spectrum. Jeremiah is my oldest son. He's 14 years old. He's very nonchalant, laid back, aloof. Um, but at the same time, he can be very emotional. He can be kind of moody, very aggressive in his displays of emotion. And it's like, but on a regular basis, he don't talk much. He'll play the game. And recently, me and him kind of got into a spat, and he told me like I was weird, but telling him I'd be his ass, which I still will because he act like he's beyond reprimand, and you a child in my house. I understand that you are a young man. You have to go out into this world. You have to know how to speak for yourself and, express yourself and express your feelings. And we want that to be in a positive way. I want my expression to be in a positive way, but all the time it will not be in a positive way, especially when I feel like I have been disrespected. Black people in general, I ain't even gonna say black people. If you are an adult and you grew up and you are an adult now who got your own kids, own house, own job, woo woo woo, then you understand like what mama did. Mama wasn't always right, but mama wasn't always wrong either. Sometimes I did need my ass beat. Sometimes I did need that talking too. Sometimes, and mama gave me exactly what I needed. And so for this little last spat that I had with him, we was at the park and he didn't want to get out the car. I am trying to convince him to get out the car. And this is my thing why I'm coming with this video now. I'm in this process or this stage with a 14-year-old boy where I feel like I have to finesse, I have to finagle, I have to convince my 14-year-old to listen and to do. And people can say, well, he's a young boy. It is to be expected. Da da this, da da that. We all go through it. I don't feel like this right. I shouldn't have to convince my child to do anything. Just yesterday, we was going to Linville Falls. I really wanted them to experience this. I went last summer. I'm like, I want my kids to go. I want them to see the waterfalls and right? I had to convince him. I had to bribe him. I had to beg him. And I'm like, what is really going on? You know how people say they want some women want a son husband? I don't want no goddamn son husband. I want a son. I want somebody that's like, all right, this mom do. I respect her. And because I respect her and I love her and I know she loves and respects me, then I'm going to at least hear her out. I'm going to listen to what she has to say and what she needs. And I feel like my 14-year-old, he is a Cancer. He is using some type of emotional manipulation with me that I'm single to get away with the shit that he be doing. And it's like, as a mother, as a woman, I'm just like, first of all, I got another child, a whole 6-year-old, that you showing how to emotionally manipulate people, and me in particular. I don't like that. I don't like how that feels. I don't like it. And I understand, like, yo, when I was his age, I was never at home. I had extracurricular activities. I was always out doing something, in this, in that. I had time to be going back and forth with my mom and daddy about what they said and woo to woo. If they said it, all right, I'm going to try my best to do it, get it done, move on to something else. That's how I operated. My mama didn't have to tell me, do my schoolwork, do my homework, go to school, clean up, cook. And I was so responsible even at a young age that when I was never at home, my folks wouldn't even call me. They won't worry about me because Rachel know how to take care of herself. Rachel was good wherever she at, and I literally was. Everywhere I was, that was my other home. And they parents treated me like that, and my friends treated me like that. I never had to worry about too much of nothing. Okay, my mom and my daddy can't be there. They can't come pick me up. I'm going to find a way. And with my oldest child, it is a battle. It is a real battle because his dad has asked a numerous of times, can he come stay with me? You know, it's certain things that you can't teach him. And I get it. Me and his dad, we are not in a bad place. We can talk, laugh. You know, we are not in a bad place. But there is a reason why I'm no longer with his dad. I know this man. And while he might have changed how he views me, and he would probably treat me differently these days, or he does, I know that deep down inside somewhere, he is still the same person. Just like deep down, I'm still that same person I was when I was with him. We have matured. We have, a different outlook on life, or a broadened perspective on life, but not much has really changed. And so it's like, do I send my son to go stay with his daddy? Or do I keep him here with me where it's a constant struggle, power struggle? And I'm a person, I believe that God dwells within, He don't believe the way I believe. With him being a 14-year-old boy, I I respect him still. I see the God in him, so that is what I respect. That he will one day go out into this world and he will have to be a provider and a protector and be able to express himself and communicate his wants and needs and feelings, and to be a productive person within our society. I get it. So talking back don't necessarily get me. I might feel some type of way at the moment as it's happening, but I understand it. I don't need you to not know nothing, because only thing you know is what I tell you or what I make you do. You have to be able to formulate your own thoughts and opinions about life and move off of those. And so this power struggle, this emotional manipulation that's going on in this dynamic, it bothers me. Because I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I'm not dealing with shit that I ain't got to deal with. That's relationship wise, friend wise, family wise. It does not matter. I've seen everything go at one point. Everything. Even this. Even being in touch with reality. I realize there is nothing in this life that I can hold on to if it's not meant for me to hold on to it. Absolutely nothing. Including myself. And so I'm not in a position to where I can, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not in a position where I can sacrifice self for other people anymore. It's either me or you. And if it comes down to that choice of me and you, then you got the rope. And so I said all that to say, like, I'm at this point with my son where it's just like, Lord help me. Because do I send him to his dad for him to be that type of man? But honestly, with him being here with me, I'm not saving him. It's like a real catch-22 type situation. He's already a little asshole. I'm going to just keep it a book. He is already who I don't want him to be. I cannot change that. Me sending him to his dad probably will not change that. I don't know. That's why I say it's a real catch-22. And because I love my children, it's like, what do I do? I thought about this morning. I said, I don't have nobody that I can go and just really talk to besides the creator and the spirit team and be like, how do I handle these? I don't want to give up on my child. I don't want to throw him away. He you know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. But at the same time, I am so tired of the power struggle. I'm so tired of saying XYZ. And it's like, I don't even hear you. I don't want to hear you. I don't hear you. I don't want to talk to you. You're a weirdo. In my own goddamn house? From my own child? Are you serious? Dead ass serious. Because it's what's been going on. And I'm like, at any time, like, I do come down on him and I am hard on him, it's emotions and it's tears and it's, you know, I don't want to talk and all of this. And it's like, but when I am in good space, when I am of good spirit and cheer, you try to tear that down too. Y'all know Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. It's like this is spirit animal. And I get it. He don't have to be like me. It's not his purpose to be like me. It's for him to be him. And he's pretty much always been in the energy that he is in now. But it's like, God dang. How do I combat this? How do I deal with it? How can we maneuver? How can we coagulate the family dynamic? I'm at a loss. And like I said, I get it that his walk is his walk, his life will be his life. It's only so much that I can do. And so it's like I'm at a real loss. I feel like he needs male guidance. And am I necessarily secure with the guidance of his father? I want to be. I really want to be. But I don't want my son to witness certain things and feel like it's okay because it's okay there. I'm trying to say what I need to say without saying too much. Because I ain't trying to demonize nobody. Like I said, me and his dad, we cool, we get along, key. But it's like, yeah, I don't know about that. And I'm like, it is a struggle. It is a struggle with my children. Because I love them to death. I want to be there for them. I want to protect them. But you can't be there and you can't protect if that's not what they want or need. Regardless of what you want to do. And it just grinds my gears. Like Enoch. Enoch is the opposite of Jeremiah. Now I say if I put us on a spectrum, Jeremiah's on the low energetic side. I'm kind of in the middle, a little up and down here and there. Enoch is always at the top end of the spectrum. High energy, always got something to say. Always wanting attention. And so at one point I was like, well, the family dynamic that he's always known has also changed, is also shifted. He's always been around me and his dad. We were married. We was in the same household. So when I left that, it was like I wasn't necessarily trying to overcompensate, but it was like I understand that a change has been made, and maybe he needs a little more of my time and affection and attention. And what I realized in doing it, it would never be enough. It would never be enough. If I set aside and delegated more and more time to him, regardless of whether it's playing together, coloring, watching the show on TV, whatever the case may be, playing cards, it is never enough. He's gonna want. Me and him can go and have a great time. Enoch ain't gonna be studying the good time that we just had. He be like, can I have such and such so and so for my birthday? Can I have such and such so and so for Christmas? Like, we literally just had a ball. He's not reflecting in or anything about what just presently happened at all. It is literally on to the next thing that I want. And I'm like, just be grateful. Just be in the moment. And like I said, I can give him all the attention in the world. And just when I try to take that time for me that I need, there he is. He gotta be in the spotlight. He gotta steal the show. He gotta get his shine. He gotta have his moment. And it's okay. Like, I get it, but it's like, and like I said, I have struggled with mental health and been in behavioral health systems and all of this stuff and therapy and counseling and um uh meds and all this. Like, I have lost myself before. I have been out of touch before because I wanted to give, people please, and all of this. And now the same dynamic exists within my home. And it's like, do I choose them or do I choose me? Because the more I give to me, the more I pour into me, the better off I'll be, and the better I can give and do for and with them. And it just sucks that it is not reciprocated. It sucks that it's not appreciated. It sucks that I have to keep on going through these things over and over and over again, saying the same things over and over again. Do you know that alone will drive you crazy? Do you know dealing with the same things, the same situations over and over again, if you are not careful, you can get to your wits end. You can lash out, spaz out. And it's like, if the most high God wants me in this restful, peaceful energy, I am in this energy. I'm resting for a reason. So anything that goes against that peace and that wants to bring me chaos and turmoil is like, hell no. Even if it is the child that I carried around this motherfucker for 9 months, breastfed, wiped their ass, fed, housed, clothed, and anything else. And it's like, it takes a toll. But I will say, on the other side of the things that I feel like I deal with parenting, I will say, yeah, my amps, the high energy, the good, the rewards that I get from parenting, yes, they are few and far in between. They are. They are few and far in between. But I'm one of the people that it's the little things for me, even with them. Yesterday when we went on our little hike, Jeremiah was ready to go, restless or whatever. Whoop the whoop. I'm like, dang, bro, we chilling. We at the waterfall, chilling under the rocks. Chill. Jeremiah packed up the book bag. He put the book bag on his back. Now, it might not have seemed like a grand gesture, but I carried that book bag all the way up that hike. Carried it back down. He took it upon himself to get that book bag and carry it himself. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I really did. Times where I didn't have to tell him to wash the dishes. And I go down there, I'm like, hold up, you don't wash the dishes? Thank you. It be the little things. But Enoch come, and I know I ain't feeling in my best energy, and he say, Mama, give me a hug. And he'll say, you're the best mom in the world, or I love you, or whatever the case may be. Right on. Those little drops in my bucket, or if I'm talking to one of their teachers and they give a good report and they doting on them. Oh, they ain't like that all the time, but I appreciate it. Bringing home good grades. We invited to the honor roll ceremony. Go on, baby. Go on, my little genius. I see you. But well, life in general can be this way, and I think a lot of times we view life like this: extreme highs and extreme lows. The key to life is not about eliminating the highs and lows. It's about changing our perspective of the highs and lows and creating more of a balance. I got highs, I got lows, but none of them are just to the extreme to where it's going to throw me out of whack either way. That's why I said the little things are great. The bad things is like, okay, I get who you are. I am expecting this type of behavior or whatever. And it's just like life, motherhood, parenting. It is something else. And I guess I just needed that rant. So that's my situation. To any parents out there, like if you going through it with your kids, only thing I can say is be patient, stay in constant communication with the Most High God to keep yourself in check, to keep yourself in balance, because, and I said in balance, not imbalance, to keep yourself in check, because like I said, it is easy to go off the handles. And sometimes, like I said in the beginning of the video, sometimes it is very necessary to go off them handles because these kids going to try you as much as they possibly can. We can't expect perfection. We ain't perfect. Nothing's perfect. We can't expect it. But I'm telling you, create boundaries. Create boundaries. Create balance for self. Look at things from the bigger picture. Because I have to do that. Because if I didn't look at things from the bigger picture, honestly, they wouldn't be here. Like, go with your daddy. I'm over it. I'm sick of this shit. But when I look at it from the grand scheme of things, and my spirit tells me this, people can say all day long, women cannot raise men to be productive men. That is a lie. There are men in this world who are productive, um, good men who came from a single mother household. And I guarantee you, just like they give us the statistics, the bad statistics about single parent household, there are statistics that show the opposite of that as well. I guarantee. So, with this parenting journey thing, I'm encouraging myself and I'm encouraging you. Stick in there. Hang in there. Do what you must. Don't let these kids manipulate you. Don't let them have you getting them everything and doing everything and blah blah blah. Delegate, regulate. Some in me said, let them know who boss. Cause I think that's where I fall. I want to be a friend. I want to level with you. That's why I said I've been bargaining. Bargaining with my child, honey. Bargaining. That's not respect. That's not love. That's not balance. Now, just the fact that I would go so far as to try to bargain and try to play along to get along, that shows a little bit of love, but it also shows like some going up, some ain't right. Let's see. It don't look like they got no bigger.
I want to show the camera.
The little crystals. We didn't even go put it back. We didn't even have all the parts to it. We got it from Dave and Buster's, but it's a little solution thing. You mix it in the water, and it's supposed to make crystals. But we didn't have the crystal starter, but yet it still made crystals.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and the good part is when I need it, I can grab it, and it'll light up. So yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to go in the dark.
It is.
He don't know it yet, cause I ain't seen it, but whatever. But yeah, people, stay encouraged on this journey. I'm encouraging you. I'm encouraging myself, cause it get hard. It gets tough, and just know that God grants us everything that we could possibly need, whether we have a partner or whether we're alone. I'm just glad to be in a place where I know who they are. I know the dark side. I know the light side. And so if somebody does come in my life, these are things that I can discuss with them and explain to them. And, we can work together on those things if, that's what they want to do and that's what they're willing to do. And if they ain't willing to do it, then clearly not the person for me, right? You feed. But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes like I really, really, really struggle. I struggle with, I don't want to leave them at home by themselves. That's one of the reasons I'm at home. I struggle with not always being able to provide them with some of their wants, which is okay with me because growing up, I didn't have a lot of things that I wanted. But sometimes I do feel bad about that. I struggle with showing love because they are two different people, and so they receive me in two different ways. I heard on a video about attachment styles that, you know, like things like hugs and being able to express your feelings freely, how that affects you in your relationships in life. And I know that it's true because I see it in myself and I also see it in them. And it's like, in my mind, I want to fix it because, any person that is aware of a problem, the logical thing to do is seek out a solution. And sometimes the solution is not about trying to change them or change me. The solution is continuing the journey, if that makes sense. The solution is not quitting. The solution is not giving up. And in my situation, it may be time. It may be time for me to share the responsibility of parenting. It may be. I'm not sure. But even when I get to those points, I don't want to use that as a weapon against them to say, just go. Because I have done it. And I know it's not the best thing to do, but that is where I be at in my mind and in my spirit. Like, I don't want to deal. And I may, feel like that and I pray about it. And then it's like, I can't commit to doing it. I cannot, even though that's what I be thinking about. So, stay encouraged, mommies. Stay encouraged, dads. You are not the only one. You are not the only one. It is, I'm not going to say it's a struggle. It is a journey. It is a journey. And all parts of the journey are not glorious. We can't expect them to be. And that's what I'm learning. But like I said, sometimes we end up doing the very things that we said we wouldn't do. Sometimes we give and give and give. We compromise ourselves because we feel like we owe our children that. And guess what? We actually do. Because they didn't ask to be here. I remember when I first got pregnant at 17, my prayer was, God, help me to be the best parent that I could possibly be. Help me to learn from others' mistakes. Help me to not fall down the same traps and rabbit holes. And honestly, we dealing with a lot of generational curses. We are existing in different paradigms than our children are. They have a different outlook on what life is and what the world is. And sometimes that's scary. Because if you think and believe differently and you don't understand one another, it's really hard to get on the same page. And a lot of times we want our children to adapt to what we know, the technologies that we knew. Like how many of us ruminate on nostalgia from the 90s and 80s? Oh, I remember when the cassette tape, the VHS, the DVD player, the CD-ROM player. These kids got access to things that we did not have literally at the click of a motherfucking button. It's not even funny. And this is the way that our world is going. Very tech advanced and very tech savvy. And we expected our children to revert in a world that this is what they grew up knowing. This is how they grew up being. Like, we are literally new age cyborgs. We got computers attached to our fucking hands at all times and have access to them at all times. Wi-Fi everywhere. Virtual realities being created and a means of profit. A whole made up world. And it's like they're not gonna, I want to say the word retrograde is coming into mind, but that's not what I'm trying to say. They're not going to come back to what we knew life to be when we grew up. It's just not gonna happen. The technology won't allow it. And then as the adult, I know I do, I have this thing where I don't connect with all of it. I don't want to connect with all of it. It seems weird. It doesn't seem natural. But yet I use the technology for what I want to use it for and what is beneficial to me. And sometimes that doesn't even work. It's another thing about having that energy in check. And it's like somewhere we gotta meet them where they are. And they kind of gotta meet us too. And it's hard for them to meet us, or for us to meet in the middle, if we're not willing to learn and they not willing to learn. We're gonna continue having all these crashes and bangs. And me saying this is something I'm just realizing myself. We kind of gotta meet in the middle with our children. And I know that's easier said than done, but I know it's oftentimes where I be like, something go on with my phone and my Jeremiah, come here, fix this for me. What is this? What was wrong with it? He do something so simple, and I be like, why didn't I think to do it? Be like, why didn't I think to do that? It'd be something simple. I'm like, what you do? Oh, I just exited and came back in. I'm like, see? It's some ways that I need them, and it's some ways that they need me. That's why I said we literally got to find a common ground. I don't know what that common ground is yet, but I'm working towards it. I'm definitely working towards it. But anyway, shout out to all the parents and the children out there in the world. It is okay to be exactly where you are. If you don't want to talk to mama and daddy, it's okay. It's gonna come a time where you're gonna need mama and daddy. You're gonna have to talk to them. It's okay. Mama, your child don't want to listen to you. Daddy, they want to do what they want to do. They want to act grown. It's okay. We all been there, done it. It's okay. And know that you don't have to abuse your children. You have to neglect them. Life, there's gonna come a time in life where life gonna break them down. Humble their ass. And I'm not saying that in the worst ways. I'm really not. But there will be some times where they need you, and you won't be able to be there for them. And they'll have to rely on the very things, the very times that you thought they weren't listening. That'll be the very time where they need you and you can't be there. What you told them and what you taught them and what you showed them will show up for them. And it'll be a new level of love and respect between the two of you. If that's the type of relationship that you want to have. Because some parents, they be jealous of their kids. They be feeling some type of way. I need mine to be better than me. I need mine to expand their horizons, to go places that I never thought and imagined of going and being. Honey, it's going to bring so much joy to my heart and spirit. But yeah, it's all right. Keep going. Continue the journey. Stay with it. Stay in connection with the Most High God. Even if you don't see how it's going to work, it's already been worked out. It is already done. Finito. So no worries. Speaking to myself, no worries. Peace and blessings to all of y'all out there all across the world. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you feel the need, honey. Share it with the world. Yes. And as always, be blessed. Know that you are not in this alone. Ever. And if you're not in direct, constant communication with other people, other adults, always know that you have a spirit team, spirit guides, and a Most High God. Most High God is always there. And yeah, and platforms like this. So yeah, be well, be blessed, and come back and see me again, honey. Because I'm going to be coming with some